Hi everyone, it's Amanda. Today I'm going to be doing my September TBR. Hello, how are you? I've missed y'all. I am so excited to be reading slash filming slash doing things that I love because August has been insanity. I have moved into a new place, hence the new backdrop. You know, I don't know if this is the official room, but I like how clean and white kind of lighting it has. But let's get into my plans for September. I have a dark romance readathon that I'm hosting with friends, so let's just dive into that. So we have a bingo board here. It'll be on my Instagram in my highlights. Falls near Labor Day to take advantage of that day off because I will be reading. That's for damn sure. On my day off, I will be reading straight up 24 hours. Like, I do not care. This is going to be the best readathon I've ever done. I promise you this. So it's hosted from September 4th through the 11th. We're gonna be having sprints every single day except one that week. So you can check out all of our channels to get some reading in. The group book is Madhouse by Liza James. This is a female-female step-sister romance that involves cults and just a bunch of fucked up shit. So I'm really excited for it. I don't know much about it except those things. So that already takes care of a few of our prompts for the readathon. So you can definitely double up if you choose to. The other prompts include like masked character, taboo, LGBTQIA+. We have gothic setting, serial killer. So I'm super excited for it and I'm going to be basing my TBR off of a lot of these. So let's just get into it. I'm gonna be reading The Dancer and the Masks by Bia Page for the masked character, captor captive, and reverse harem. So it takes care of those top three on the bingo board right away. It involves a girl who's taken by these men and they will use her for what they want, okay? And I'm excited for it. I don't know much, I only know that, so bear with me, but I will be vlogging during the readathon. Then we have Mercy by Sarah Kate. This one is the fourth book in the Delicious Players Club series, and it will definitely fill the taboo prompt. It's a reverse age gap. It follows Maggie and Beau from the first book, and I can't wait for it. I love this series. It's just so much fun, and I'm hoping that it delivers, so we'll see. Next, for serial killer, I'll be reading Unhinged by Onley James, and Jess is gonna be so excited about this. But yes, it also has male in it, so it also takes care of the LGBTQIA+ prompt, but the group book also takes care of that prompt, so I'm just excited. I'm excited to see if I like this one. It's compared a lot to the Mindfuck series by St. Abby. So in this one we follow a serial killer and also the son of somebody that this serial killer murdered. And I think they have a romance that happens because the son figures out his dad wasn't a good man, and then he teams up with the killer to find out more about his childhood and life. So that sounds good. I don't know, we're in for a wild ride. Next we have Nightshade by Carrie Lake. I've been wanting to read this one. I mentioned it in my last TBR that I wanted to read it soon. So I will be reading this one for gothic setting. It's a little bit chunky, but I am using Dancer and the Masks for a lot of these prompts, so I figured I can fit in a chunky book. So this one, all I know is that it has a gothic setting, and I think it has a paranormal type vibe, but I'm not certain. So stay tuned for the vlog. Then for trigger warning, I'm going to be reading Untouchable by Sam Mariano. I know this one is a bully romance and it has a lot of triggers. So I don't know how triggering a bully romance can get, but I'm excited to find out. It's been on a lot of people's dark romance recommendations recently, so I just wanted to give it a shot, see how I like it. I normally do like bully romances depending on how they're executed, so we'll see if this one fits my preferences. Then lastly for the readathon, I'm going to be reading In Chaos We Reign, which is the last Midnight Mayhem book by Amo Jones. So this one follows Keaton and Cartier. Keaton is one of the darkest of the men in Midnight Mayhem, so I'm excited to see what she does with his story. And then Cartier we met in Silence She Screams, which was my favorite book in this series. It's the third book in the Midnight Mayhem series, and I like this series a lot. The second book in the series kind of flopped for me personally. I don't know if it was just bad timing on my part with my life, because I do find that depending on how my life is going at the moment, sometimes the books I'm reading just don't work when they could have worked in a different situation. So hopefully this one hits. So again, I will have all of the information / bingo boards on my Instagram linked below. So if you're gonna join us, let me know. I'm super excited about it. Then I have a few more books that I want to read this month. I have Royally Not Ready by Megan Quinn. This is a rom-com, and I just know I'll be craving a rom-com after the dark romance readathon. It is a grumpy hero rom-com, but it also follows a girl who is an heir to a throne, and he is trying to convince her to come back with him so he can train her to be a royal, something like that. And there's a wet t-shirt contest in the beginning or something, and that's their meet. I don't know. It sounds like it's gonna be a blast. I love Megan Quinn books. I've read all of her recent ones, so I'm excited for it. And Grumpy Heroes, yes, I think it's gonna be so fun. Then for Sugar and Spice Book Club, we are reading The American Roommate Experiment by Elena Armas. I loved The Spanish Love Deception when it first came out, and I can't wait to pick up the next installment. I'm hoping it lives up to the first book for me. It made me so happy, that first book, and then it blew up, which was so exciting. So if you want to join us for that book, be sure to go to our Discord, which is linked below always, and we'll have a live show on it later in the month. Then we have quite possibly my most exciting, most anticipated, most glorious release of September, which is Bone Island by Nicole Fiorina. Oh my god, Hollow Heathens. If you haven't read Hollow Heathens, please read Hollow Heathens for the Dark Romance Readathon. It will fit gothic setting. It's so good for Halloween time / fall, and it has immaculate writing. Just immaculate. It's kind of lyrical, so if you're not into that, it's a slower paced read, but it's just so beautiful, and I'm just so excited. I ordered the box that Nicole Fiorina made for it, and like the exclusive hardcover. I freaking love her as an author. She makes the best stuff to go along with her books. Like her shop, all the sweatshirts are like super soft, and I have the poetic one. It's just one of my favorite sweatshirts ever. So if you get on board with her books, she will always deliver you good ass merch. Highly recommend Nicole Fiorina. But this book is the second book in the Weeping Hollow series, and I just have been waiting for this since I read Hollow Heathens last year. I think it was last September, but it might have been 2 years ago. I don't remember. I won't give too much away, but the first book basically follows a girl. She goes to this town that only lets certain people in, and it has witchy vibes, and once the town lets you in, it doesn't let you leave. So she ends up in this town where she has a lot of history, but she doesn't really know a lot about it. And then there's these men that are the 4 Hollow Heathens that if they show their face, it shows you your worst fear, and typically you will die if they take their mask off. So it also fits the masked prompt for the readathon. Anyway, it's so good. And it has a really beautiful destined love story. Then I also want to read Arcana when it comes out by Runix. This one is a prequel kind of thing to Gothicana, which I didn't love Gothicana, but the problems that I had with it were more about the insta-love and the connection between the characters more than the writing style itself / the atmosphere. I loved the atmosphere. I didn't mind the writing. I know there were a lot of grammar errors, but I think that this book will be an improvement. And I'm excited to see what I think about this one because I did love Varenmore as a setting. It is like a gothic school and it has a lot of history. I think this one is also darker and creepier, so excited for that. Then we finally have Love Me coming out, okay? It was supposed to come out in August. I put it on my August TBR. Can't wait. I've said it a billion times, so I won't go too much into it, but hopefully it hits. Then for Classic Literature Book Club, we are going to be asking you guys to vote on our pick for September. So be on the lookout for all of our Instagrams. We'll put a poll up and we will be having our sprints on the book that you choose. Those are the books that I'll for sure be reading in the month of September. If I missed a really exciting release in the indie romance world, let me know down below because I've been so out of it in August. I feel like I've missed things and I need to like go back and research because I usually stay on top of it. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe down below for more bookish content from me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!